All right, so we're going to check out our spelt grass here. Now, if you remember, this is the second batch of spelt grass that I've done. The first one is here, and it's not a bad looking crop now that it's ready, but the sowing rate was fine, but I soaked this seed for only 20 minutes and I didn't get a very good germination rate. So this seed, which I have not looked at yet, I soaked for an hour. And so I tripled the amount of time it's soaked. I could have gone an hour or 4 hours or 8 hours, but what I'm doing is working my way up incrementally because my preference is to soak things for as short a time as possible. So you can see things are clearly ready to be uncovered. We've got wheatgrass popping up all over the place. So let's take a look and see what kind of results it looks like we've got from our germination. Okay. So, first thing is I left this on too long because I had a busy couple days. So that sucks. And so what you can see is the grass hasn't had a chance to grow up. It's been growing sideways. And I can see already that I don't really have much of a better germination rate here. And so what I'm going to do now, and I was actually expecting this to be much better. I can see the seed swelling very much after an hour of soaking, which tells me it's taking in water. But this is still just not very nice looking germination. So I'll grow this out for shits and giggles. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump up my soak time to 4 hours. Way longer than I want to soak for. It's a real hassle, but that looks like it's what I'm going to have to do. At a certain point, I'll have to start asking myself, though, is it maybe the seed? But my experience with the seed from this source is that it's usually pretty good. So I don't think that's the case. It's just getting to know the seed. Now, the other thing I'm looking at is slipping my mind at the moment. So hopefully it comes back to me here. The trouble with live videos is it's coming. Oh, it's gone. It's totally gone. Oh, so what I was going to say, so I'm doing this one tray at a time. This one I did for 20 minutes. This one I did for 60 minutes. The next one I would do for 4 hours. This is tedious, but I'm in no hurry. You know, I'm just playing around. This is my home production system. So if you were to do this as part of commercial production, there's a couple things you would do. So number one is you would soak all these at the same time. You'd soak one for 20 minutes, one for 60, one for 4 hours, one for 8 hours. And if you timed it right, you would soak them so you were actually sowing them all at the same time. So you soak you soak one at, say, midnight. That's your 8-hour one. And then maybe you get up at 4 in the morning and you soak another one for 4 hours. Then you get up at 7 and you soak one for an hour. Or you soak one at 20 minutes before 8. And at 8 o'clock, you sow everything. Lots of ways to do that. And that way you're sowing everything at the same time and everything, you've got a sowing consistency and you can watch maturation from there. Whereas here I'm doing it sort of one step at a time. I'm not in a hurry. The other thing you would do is you would do at least 2 of each tray, 2 of each, and you would put those in different positions. So here I might germinate one here and germinate one down here, or germinate one here and germinate another one on the other side of the room. In your production system, you might germinate one up high and one down low. What you want to see is you're getting consistent germination across different conditions, because sometimes your conditions are what's affecting germination. And if you only have one tray and it does really well or really poorly, it's hard to know what all the factors are. So if I have a tray down here and I have a tray up here, and the one up top does really well and the one down below does really poorly, I might suspect the colder air down here and the warmer air up top are making a difference. So that actually allows you to move along quicker. So if you're looking at doing these types of trials, doing multiple trials at once, so different soak times, and then always doing replicates so you can discount any sort of anomalies that you see. So I am going to continue to grow this out. It's uncovered now, but I'm going to leave it down here. I don't want to harvest this. I'm going to harvest this in the morning and I'll juice that. That'll open up this space here. And I've got some wheatgrass up here. I'm not sure that's in the frame or not. Yeah, so it's just a little out of the frame. I've been pointing to this magical world that nobody can see. The wheatgrass is ready to go, and that sunflower will be ready to go tomorrow or the day after. So I'll be harvesting that soon as well. So a little interesting lesson for myself in growing spelt grass. I'm really disappointed I didn't get good germination with 1 hour soak. So I will bump it up to 4 hours, and that's probably something I'll do in the morning tomorrow, and then so in the afternoon. So interesting insights, but that's how lessons are learned.